Sometimes I look around and it's like I'm seeing a landscape I don't recognize. Everything familiar, yet utterly alien. The room, the sky, the way the light falls, it's all here, but I feel distant from it. Like eyes watching a movie about someone else's life. Today was one of those days where the weight felt particularly heavy. Not a sudden crash, but a slow sinking. A gradual realization that I hadn't managed to keep my head above water. That the carefully constructed facade crumbled a little further. And I didn't have the energy to rebuild it. There's this narrative I'm supposed to be living. A story of progress, of resilience, of bouncing back. But some days the bounce just isn't there. Some days you just fall, and the falling feels endless. For a long time, I punished myself for those days. I told myself I was weak, a failure, that I was letting everyone down. But now, I'm starting to see it differently. I'm seeing the bravery in simply surviving, in making it to the end of the day when every cell in your body is screaming at you to give up. It's strange how easily disappointment can become a habit, how the negative thoughts become automatic, a running commentary on everything you do. Some mornings I wake up and the list is already there. You're behind, you're not enough, you haven't done enough. And the worst part is that voice sounds so much like me. I used to try to drown it out, scroll through endless feeds, lose myself in music, keep busy until my head spun. But the silence always finds its way back. And when it does, the weight returns, heavier than before. People talk about loneliness, but it's not always about being alone. It's about feeling unseen, even when you're surrounded by people. It's about screaming silently in a crowded room, praying for someone to notice the storm raging inside, but knowing they won't because you're too good at pretending. I've spent years chasing a version of myself I thought I should *be. A perfect version, flawless and strong, but the pursuit was exhausting. Every mistake felt like confirmation that I wasn't good enough. Every compliment felt hollow, a temporary reprieve from the underlying feeling of inadequacy. I used to ask myself, why do I punish myself so relentlessly? And I think it's because I'm terrified of being truly seen, of being vulnerable, of admitting that I'm not okay. But what if okay isn't about being perfect? What if it's about showing up, even when you feel shattered? About choosing to breathe, even when your brain is telling you to stop? There are moments, fleeting and fragile, that remind me that hope isn't gone. The way the rain smells on the pavement. A kind word from a stranger. The feeling of warm blankets on a cold night. They're not solutions, but they're anchors. They remind me that there's still a spark within me, waiting to be rekindled. I started writing down one thing each night that wasn't actively terrible. Sometimes it was as simple as, the cat purred, or, the coffee didn't spill. And those small victories, those tiny pockets of normalcy, started to accumulate. They didn't erase the pain, but they created space for something else to exist alongside it. I'm learning to talk back to the negative voice, to challenge its claims, to remind myself that one bad day doesn't define a lifetime. Maybe I failed today, maybe I'm not where I thought I'd be, but that doesn't mean I can't try again tomorrow. Real self-compassion isn't about waking up feeling miraculously healed. It's about tending to yourself, even when you're bruised and broken. It's about showering when you feel like a stranger to your own body. It's about replying to a text message, even when your brain is telling you to ignore it. These are the quiet acts of bravery, proof that you haven't given up on yourself. I used to think healing meant the absence of pain. Now, I understand it's about finding peace with the pain. It's about accepting that vulnerability isn't weakness. It's about allowing yourself to feel everything, the grief, the disappointment, the fear, and still choosing to move forward. And even on the days when I look in the mirror and can't recognize the person staring back, I'm trying to remember that hating myself won't protect me. It will only keep me stuck. I'm learning to believe that I deserve to feel okay. And if I can't feel okay today then maybe I can feel a little bit better tomorrow. Maybe I'm not okay, but I'm still here. And that's enough to start again.